The other day, as I was coming back home, I've met one of my neighbors at the front door. He came to me and he asked me, "Are you Herr Lopes?" "Oh, yes I am," I said. "Oh, do you come from Spain?" I said, "Well, not really from Spain. I come from Portugal." "Ah, so, Portugal. I was a lot of times in Barcelona." "Oh, Barcelona, it's a very, very nice city, but it's not really in Portugal." "Oh, I've lived many adventures in Barcelona." And before I could say whatever, the man grabbed my hand and he has invited me for a beer. Why not? I thought it was a nice opportunity to start knowing a bit more about my neighbors. And so we went to the bar just round the corner. As soon as we got inside the bar, I've asked for a normal beer, and my neighbor, he has asked for an orange juice, while blinking his eye to the waitress. I have to admit that I found it a bit weird to ask for an orange juice in a bar, but, well, you never know and you shouldn't judge people like that. And so my beer came, and I couldn't sit to be amazed by the wonderful golden color that my beer had. The smell was just perfect. But when the orange juice came, I was even more amazed. In the middle of all the orange color, there was some red coming slowly down. But well, you never know what sort of orange juices they serve in bars nowadays. And so I had a sip of my beer, and as my neighbor had his first sip of juice, he started telling me about one of his adventures in Barcelona. "One day, I was in Barcelona, and I was walking down Passeig de Gràcia, and this beautiful woman, she came to me, and she asked me for directions. And as I know Barcelona very well, I decided to take her with me. And so we were walking down Passeig de Gràcia to Rambla Catalunya and inside Barrio Gothic, and then I left her at the place she has asked. But before I left her, she looked at me, and something that never happened before happened in this moment. She asked me to have dinner with me on that same evening. And of course that I said yes. She was gorgeous. And so on that evening at 7, I was knocking at her door. She opened the door and we had a very, very pleasant dinner. She was a wonderful cook. And after the dinner, and after a nice bottle of Spanish wine, we went to the sofa and we started talking more and more. And then I grabbed all my courage and I decided to kiss her. And she kissed me back. And so I kissed her again, and she kissed me back again, and I put my hand on her leg, and then the hand went up to her belly, and on this moment, she grabbed my hand and she said, "No, stop. It can't be. I have a problem." "A problem? A problem? Oh no. What's your problem?" I have orange skin," she told my neighbor. I said, "Orange skin? I'm fine with orange skin. Let's just move." I said, "Are you sure?" "Yeah, it was once in a lifetime experience." And so I took her clothes off, and I realized that under her clothes she really had orange skin, like a real orange. And so she asked me to peel her off so that we could move further. And so I did. And as I was taking the orange skin out, there was this wonderful smell of a freshly peeled orange in the air. And that was so sexy. Oh, you have no idea. I have to confess that at this moment I started getting a bit scared with the whole story from my neighbor. But I couldn't stop listening to him because somehow I was very fascinated by it. And so he said, under her orange skin there was this soft white skin, as I've never touched anything so soft. And so we moved forward and we did what we have to do. And as it often happens with me, I've fallen asleep after the highest point. And after a couple of hours, I woke up and I looked at this woman just next to me, and she was wrinkled. I was shocked and I asked, "What's going on?" And she said, "I'm an orange. It's happening what happens to an orange once you peel. But, you know, it was such a big pleasure to be with you that I'm going to ask you for a last wish. Can you go to the kitchen, grab a straw, and then you can put the straw on my belly button and you can drink me?" And so I did. I ran to the kitchen, I found a straw, I put the straw on the belly button, and I've drunk her whole. And this taste of the orange juice mixed with the blood, it was a unique feeling. And now, whenever I go to a bar, I always ask for an orange juice with some drops of blood from the waitress, so that I can live this moment again and again and again.